Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 23rd, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Friday under so far, but it's a great Friday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about the tropics and also the lower 48 as well. As you can see, we got a lot of scattered activity in the central and western tropical Atlantic. Up here around the northern tropical Atlantic, around St. John's Island, you can see a little swirl there, but nothing to write home about. Scattered activity over South America, another activity here in portions of Central America, a little bit around the Cuba area, and also moving off the coast of Florida toward the Bahamas. This is that system here I said last night, in 50% chance of development over the next 7 days. Got another little system here trying to move in behind it, more scattered activity ahead of it, and then you got a little bit of activity moving into portions of moving toward the California coast, also moving into Nevada. You can see activity over Mexico to Texas, bringing some severe weather to that area. Got a little bit of activity across Louisiana, more activity from Missouri all the way to Iowa, Minnesota, and South Dakota. More activity over portion of Nevada. You can see that feed of moisture moving in off the eastern Pacific into that region. Another system here moving into the northwestern U.S. from a portion of Washington and Oregon State, and also southwestern portion of Canada region as well. And there's that system swirling over portions of southeast Canada and over portions of Maine. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and thank you for tuning in to the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel. Thank you very much, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we got some shower activity from portions of New Brunswick to Maine, to portions of Connecticut, to New York State, to Pennsylvania, up here around Lake Superior, Lake Harriet, also and also portions of eastern Michigan, northern Michigan, also portions of Wisconsin. More shower activity in portions of the mountains of California, and also Nevada, and portions of Utah. Thunderstorms and showers from Montana to South Dakota, Wyoming to Colorado, through South Dakota, through portions of Kansas to Texas to Louisiana, the northern Gulf, Alabama to South Carolina, Atlantic coastal waters, Central and South Florida, including the Florida Keys, Northwest Bahamas. More thunderstorms and showers from Tennessee to Missouri to Iowa region as well. Severe thunderstorms from Texas to Oklahoma to Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama. And also some flooding possible in portions of, and heavy rain also for portions of Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. A little bit of mixed precipitation up here in portions of Montana and Wyoming as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Saturday. Alright, here's a look at your Sunday forecast. You can see we got some shower activity from portions of Maine, also New Brunswick to Vermont to New York State to Pennsylvania, and also southeast Canada around Ottawa and Toronto, Canada. Also some shower activity across Washington State, the coastal areas of Oregon and Washington State in the eastern Pacific. Coastal waters, mixed precipitation over Wyoming, thunderstorms and showers for portions of Utah to portions of Wyoming to the Dakotas, down to Texas to Louisiana, northern Gulf, Florida, Florida Keys to the Atlantic coastal waters, including Georgia, South to North Carolina, Virginia, also over towards the south of D.C., also in Kentucky, Illinois, portion of Missouri, and also South Dakota as well. From severe weather possible from Texas to Oklahoma to Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama. Flash flooding and heavy rain possible from Kansas to Oklahoma to North Texas, Arkansas, Missouri region, and western Tennessee. Alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Sunday. Alright, let's move on to the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, you can see we got some special weather statements for portions of Maine. We also have some frost advisory for northern Michigan, Wisconsin, and also Minnesota. Also flood watches in effect for portions of Missouri, Arkansas, and also portions of Oklahoma, southeastern Kansas. Special weather statements for portions of southern Louisiana and also into portions of East Texas. Severe thunderstorm watches in effect for portions of western Kansas, eastern portion of Colorado, and western areas of Nebraska, southeastern Wyoming. Red flag warnings for portions of Utah and Colorado. There's a tornado warning for portions of eastern Colorado. Severe thunderstorm warning for a portion of Nebraska. Also one for eastern Colorado. Down here in the portion of Texas as well. And one in portion of Oklahoma. Special marine warnings along the coastal areas of Louisiana. Alright, we got small craft advisory, gale warning from up here near Maine, all the way down toward New Jersey and Delaware area. Then again from portions of South California to Oregon State. Also South Hawaii and Chain Island, north side look good. Southwestern area of Alaska, and special weather statements inland on Alaska. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. We're going to have to go back to day 2 and then we'll jump back to day 3. I had to start this video over a couple times, messed up in it, but we're gonna get this thing right this time. So, all right, let's go ahead and start off with day number 2, which is your Saturday, and then we'll jump back to day 3. General thunderstorm from Reno, Nevada to San Francisco to Elko to Billings to Valentin to Corpus Christi, Brownsville to New Orleans, Mobile to Florida Keys, Miami to Tampa to Orlando to Charleston to Columbia to Chattanooga and up towards Jefferson, St. Louis, Missouri, and then from Cheyenne to Fort Stockton to Atlanta and Columbus, Dalton, you're included, Martinal Riz from Lubbock all the way to Birmingham, Greenville, including Tulsa, Little Rock, Oklahoma, Norman, Fort Steele, Wichita Falls, and Lubbock area as well. Tornado probability look like this: 2% around Denver and Pablo, Lubbock to Birmingham, and then from Fort Steele to Norman and Oklahoma and surrounding areas, 5% risk. Damage and wind look like this: Cheyenne to Fort Stockton to Atlanta, Birmingham, also Columbus, and then from Lubbock to just west of Birmingham to Greenville to Tulsa, 15% risk area for damage and wind. Large hail looks like this: 5% from Cheyenne to Fort Stockton to Atlanta to Columbus, Birmingham, Little Rock. Then from Lubbock all the way to Oklahoma, Tulsa, Fort Steele, Wichita. This is the area with maybe golf balls to baseball size hail possible. From Springfield, just west of Little Rock, you may have the same, maybe around golf ball size hail possible for you guys. Alright, let's move on to day number 3. Okay, we got general thunderstorm from Reddings to Reno to Fresno to Port Casper, Wyoming to Brownsville to New Orleans to Miami, Tampa, Orlando, Charlotte to Jefferson City to ports of Kansas, McCook. Then a marginal rift from Fort Stockton to Pablo to Columbia, South Carolina, Charleston, Wilmington to Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Lubbock to Birmingham, including Wichita Falls, Memphis, Little Rock, Oklahoma City. 15% risk area. Probability looks like this: from Denver to Fort Stockton to Columbia, 5%. From Lubbock to Norman, Oklahoma to Wichita Falls, that's a significant area for severe weather. But from Tulsa to Birmingham, you're also included as well in that 15% risk area. Alright, let's take a look at day number 4, and it's going to look something like this. From Abilene to Waco to Austin, Lupkin, Dallas area, 15% risk area for severe weather on day 4. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. We finally made it through. Didn't have no interruptions, so thank goodness for that. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful Friday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. And make sure you subscribe as well.